don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want it. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. His people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was amazing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Toss left side for Walker. Able to slither by. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go!
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And going right back to Walker. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Micah Parsons coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. this might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Derek Hall in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back. Is that? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On the double.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Working from the gun, Lance. Going on the right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Lance now to throw. Now we're behind his man. Incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the difference.
I love how you describe that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it?
Yep.
Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, 38.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Lance. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Right now in the 2nd quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Okay,
3rd down and 1.
Ready?
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready. Striker, 3-3. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 27 yards. yards. And the Cowboys will strike first here, this wild card matchup. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go, shot. Reload, reload. Hurt, hurt. Cougar 19.
Walker now on 1st and 10 to about the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A give for Walker running right. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains. Slot man moves right. A final shot before half for Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Fight 60. Black shot. Ready.
Here's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. The Lance going to throw. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. Pace. Keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Lance now on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a play fake. Lance able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
From the 33, here's second and a couple.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! From 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Shot, 17. Ready?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Lance. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch out now. Safety, Fury. Steal. Check, steal. Ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
62 blaster. Red, yellow. Set, go.
Lance looking to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Ready, set.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Cross, stand, check, pitch, switch, yellow.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 14-10.
Seahawks 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial
Crucial drive, 1st and 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 113 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. They run again with Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Panther 60.
Running right, here's Walker. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To the right side, this is Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. On the counter, it's Walker. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here comes second down and 5. Lance now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a quarterback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Desperation time here. Lance to Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Lance looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Lance back to throw. That is caught by Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Now Lance. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Next to score, Cowboys 21, Seahawks 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken. He'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he will make his way out of bounds. That stops the clock, but they'll have something else to consider now. It's 4th down here.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more...
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the